Hi, this is Nate Short, and welcome to my March 2014 short report, where we're going to go over what's happening in the local real estate market. So let's get right to it. The heat map that I show at the beginning of every month still is red, meaning that we're squarely into a seller's market with less than 3 months supply. I thought it'd be interesting to go back and look at previous maps, since every month we seem to be seeing just all red. So last year, well, actually 2 years ago, you can see that the map was partially yellow. We had areas like Snohomish and down in Enumclaw, West Bellevue, Mercer Island, and Renton that were all into balanced markets, about 3 to 4 months supply. And if we go back even further to 3 years ago, in February of 2011, the map was mostly yellow. So, for example, Area 520 had about 4.7 months supply. That's West Bellevue, and so on. So you kind of get the drift of what's going on with these maps. It doesn't always mean that they're going to be red, but we have seen red, pretty much for the last few years. So we don't really see any significant changes with the heat map happening, at least for the rest of the remainder of this year. So just to recap the numbers, the inventory in Seattle, well, that's now at 1.1 month supply, which is the same as last year. Month to date closed sales are up 6%. Year to date, we're up 4% from last year. Our median closed sale price is up 9% from last year, and condos are up 17%. Switching over to the east side, well, we're now at 1.5 months supply versus 1.2 months supply last year. Our closed sales, our month-to-date closed sales, well, they're down 13%, and year-to-date we're down 13% as well from last year. So that's mainly due to the lower inventory, the lack of supply, keeping our number of transactions down at a pretty considerable pace on the east side. Our median closed sale price, well, it's up 17% from last year, and condos are up 7%. So still showing a lot of appreciation over the last year. Conforming interest rates remained low at 4.375%, and of course those are very attractive rates if you're considering buying. I thought it'd be interesting to go back and just give you some perspective on how low the inventory actually is compared to the last 11 years. Well, in 2014, if we were to add the regular single-family homes and condos, we have about 1,265 listings. Last year, we had about the same amount, so 1,259 listings. But we have to go all the way back to 2006 to find the next lowest active listings, and that was at 2,051. So about 40% difference in inventory in 2006 than we have today. And in that year, in 2006, well, prices were up about 15%, if you remember that right. So anyway, very interesting. Another piece of information I thought was interesting is that if we look at total listings on the east side, and this includes some additional areas, so the total number the total range that I looked at was 1,569 total listings. But if we were to look at those homes that are over 90 days on the market, well, that's at 475. So almost a third of the homes are on the market for more than 90 days. And why is that? Well, a couple things. They're either overpriced, or they are not in the right condition to sell, or they're new construction. In fact, when I went through it, most of them were new construction that couldn't be sold yet because they weren't finished or were just starting construction. So I thought that was interesting. If we go to affordability, well, prices rose obviously the past year and this past month. Affordability went down and is now nearing the 14-year average. So what does that really mean? Well, what I did was I took the average sale price of a home times the interest rate and then divided that by 12 and tried to figure out what the payment would be. Our historical 14-year average is $1,239 per month. Well, today's payment we're at $2,302, so just slightly below that historical average payment, and that's why I think we have significant appreciation left still in our market. In fact, I'm predicting that we're poised for a significant increase in housing prices this year, again, about 8 to 20+%. It also means that you may have much more equity in your home than you may realize. A couple of case studies I thought I'd throw in. Here's a home that was in the Rose Hill area, listed recently in the last few weeks at $525,000. It was 1,890 square feet, built in 1972. Well, it had 16 offers. Can you believe that? And it will sell for significantly over list price. So very interesting. There's a lot of buyers out there and not very many homes. I thought also I'd switch over to two homes that are being built currently in Eastside, just up from Chase's Pancake House off of Southeast 16th. They're both built by Crossmark Properties. The one on the left listed at $2.998 million. That's on a private lot, kind of down a little bit out of an alleyway, and it's 5,032 square feet, and that's it. Again, $2.998 million is what it's pending at, so it already has a contract on it. And also, there's a property right next door to it, listed at $3.2 million, 5,325 square feet. Of course, those are new homes, very nice quality of build, but no views and certainly no waterfront or even water views. So I thought that is really kind of an elevation of price on the luxury side from what we've seen. So two very interesting case studies right there. So I think the question really is where do you want to be from a housing perspective, and does this information change how you look at things? And that's why I put this report together. So if it does, well, one question asked is, what if you could get 10% more for your house this year than you thought you could? Would that change your perspective on what you want to do as far as your housing situation? If so, well, let us create a CMA for your home, because we'll come out and actually do a customized CMA where we're able to really give you a good feeling for what the value is on your home, and you may be surprised at what that is. And so we would certainly want to offer that up. That's it for the short report for the month of March. I hope you have a great month, and if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. Thanks for listening.